So how do we find the probability of A union B? So A union B means it's in A or it's in B. So we need to get all the area that is inside my poorly drawn border, all that stuff. So one thing we can do, we can figure out what's the probability of A. It would be all of this stuff, every number or element of the set that's in here. So that's the probability of A. If we add the probability of B, then we're pretty close. We've got everything inside of the borders that we were talking about, but the problem is we've counted this area twice. So if we just subtract one of these out, then we will have A union B. So what is this area right here? Well, that's where A and B intersect. So we just need to subtract out the intersection of A and B, and that will give us the probability of A union B, A or B. We call this the general addition rule for probability, and you can do a little bit of not very difficult algebra, adding this to both sides and subtracting that from both sides, and you can also find the intersection of A and B by doing probability of A plus probability of B and then subtracting the union. So let's look at an example. If the probability of A happening is 0.56 and the probability of B happening is 0.62, and the probability of A union B, meaning A or B happens, is 0.83, then what is the probability of A intersect B? So what's the probability of A and B happening? So we're looking for the intersection here. Now what's nice about the general rule is it doesn't matter which one of these you're looking for. You do the same thing. You add probability of A plus probability of B and then subtract out the one that you have and it'll give you the one that you want. So probability of A intersect B is probability of A plus probability of B. Subtract out the probability of the union. So probability of A intersect B equals, now we know the probability of A is 0.56 plus the probability of B, 0.62, minus probability of A union B, which is 0.83. And then all we got to do is a little bit of math, and we get the probability of A intersect B is 0.35. So once you know the general addition rule for probabilities, you're pretty much set when you're trying to find the intersection or the union to probabilities.